Are you going on a tropical vacation soon? In this video, I will be reflecting on what I packed for my 3-week vacation to Punta Cana and Panama. We are going to be covering one area that I absolutely crushed, 2 things that I wish I had packed more of, and 3 items that I really wish I would have taken. I'm Samantha, I'm an integrative wellness nurse, and I'm obsessed with finding the best non-toxic swaps so that we can live our healthiest and fullest life. Starting strong, the thing that I absolutely did amazing at packing at, and this was sun protection. I brought a variety of sunblocks, all from a brand that I love called Solara Sun Care. What I love about them is that all of their sunblocks are mineral based, so the zinc oxide is not going to harm me or the planet and the coral reefs, and also they're all EWG certified. On a day-to-day basis, when I knew that I was not going to be like going to the ocean or going to the pool, I would wear their fortune teller. It's SPF 30, it's tinted, it leaves this amazing subtle glow, and it honestly just makes me feel so pretty. I wear it every single day, and on vacation that was no exception. And because we were going to be going to a tropical island paradise, we knew that we were going to need a very strong sunblock for our face and our body that was water resistant and also had a high SPF. And so we ended up taking their Go Sport collection. We took the one for their face that's SPF 50 and also the one for their body that is SPF 50 as well. The way that you know that this sunblock just really hit the spot was that my boyfriend was super obsessed with it. There were multiple times on the trip where he talked about how easy it was to rub in, how it didn't leave a white cast, how it didn't really have a strong scent, and he was just as obsessed with it as I was. And they're also super effective, to the point where we were actually kind of sad because though we did not burn, which was really awesome, we also didn't get tan, which we wanted to do. So I guess that was kind of a catch-22, but I would rather protect my skin and not get quite as tan as I was hoping for. They also have an aerosolized version of a sunblock. It's SPF 30. It has really good reviews, and I kind of want to try it out on our next trip. So we've covered what we took for sun protection in terms of sunblock. When we did get a little bit red, it came in handy that I had brought a variety of sun creams to put on our skin for afterwards. There were 2 brands that I used for this. One was called Urban Apothecary. We used their sun drops as well as like their after sun balm, and these were honestly so hydrating and nourishing. Highly recommend those. We just got the little half sizes, which was also really nice because we still have so much of it left over, but it didn't take up as much space in our bags, which was really lovely. The second brand that we used a lot is called Primarily Pure. I use Primarily Pure on a day-to-day basis, and if you've watched my video about my nighttime skincare routine, you know that they are staples in our household. Their regenerative hemp serum is honestly probably one of my favorite products by them. It's super nourishing, super hydrating, and really soothing to the skin. We also took their everything spray. This is a great toner. It's really refreshing, and that was kind of the first thing that I put on before I put on any of the balms to seal them. I had gotten a little bit red on my shoulders, so that's why I'm pointing my shoulders right now. But I didn't actually get a ton of use out of it because I never put my carry-on bag down below. I always try to keep it with me because I've gotten burned by travel companies before, and this did end up breaking when I did check it. The final thing that we brought from Primarily Pure, which I was really happy to have in our arsenal, their body butter. Their body butter is made with beef tallow and other really hydrating and nourishing ingredients, and so this was really nice to put as our final occlusive barrier on our skin. I felt like it was really protective and just felt really good on any areas that were going to be a little bit red. So I took sunblocks, I took after sun balms, but another big thing that I used to protect myself from the sun were hats. I took 4 different hats, and I thought I was a little bit extra for that, but I didn't end up using all of them. So I took a cutie little fedora that was great for everything from going to the beach to going on a long walking tour. The one that I have, I purchased from REI, and I really like it because it also has UPF in it, so it provides even extra sun protection, and it also looks really good on my boyfriend, so it's always fun to find products that we can kind of mix and match between the 2 of us. Then I took a baseball cap, a visor, which Brendan also ended up using, so that was really cute. And then one of my best friends brought me this wide brimmed baseball cap from Japan. I ended up using that a lot as well. Another thing that I took for sun protection, I'm kind of starting to sound like a broken record here, but you can tell that sun protection was a really big thing that I had in mind when I was packing. It was actually a long sleeve shirt that had UPF in it. I ended up finding this really cutie set from Dick's Sporting Goods that had the long sleeve shirt as well as a cute floral one piece, so that was really fun. And I only wore this 2 times, but I'm so glad that I took it because I wore it on the 2 days that we went on long boat rides. So this provided a lot of protection, and it was also really nice to not feel like I had to be applying sunblock 25/8. And the final thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to sun protection is taking really, really, really good sunglasses. We are looking for not only UVA and UVB protection, but also to make sure that they are polarized. Not only is this going to help you see colors and see them a lot more vibrantly, which is really pretty. The ocean is going to look more vibrant. The sky is going to look more blue. Like honestly, the world just looks more beautiful, but also because you can see the colors with a lot more vibrance, you can start to tell when somebody is starting to get sunburned. So I would look at people through my sunglasses. I could see that their skin was starting to get red, and then I would take my sunglasses off and it didn't look red anymore. But then I was able to warn them and say, hey, put on some extra sunblock, let's get into the shade, and let's try doing things to prevent it from actually becoming a full-blown sunburn. So if you're gonna take sunglasses, make sure that they're polarized so you can use that little hack. All right, so those were all the things that I took for sun protection, and now you know why I say that I absolutely crushed it. And the second thing that we are going to talk about are two things that I wish I would have taken more of. And speaking of sunblock is one of the ones that I wish we had taken more of. I did not realize how fast we were gonna go through that body sunblock. I've never gone through sunblock that quickly. So we were on vacation for 3 weeks total. We were in Punta Cana for I think the first like 6 or 7 days. And our body sunblock, which was 5 ounces, only lasted us about like 4 or 5 days of the trip. Like we didn't even get through the whole Punta Cana trip. Thankfully, we were in the sun as much in Panama, and we were with his parents the whole time, so they were able to loan us sunblock. But it was kind of interesting seeing how much we used. So I think if we were to take the same trip again, I probably would have brought like 2 or 3 bottles of it rather than just one. And the second thing that I really wish that I would have taken more of is actually clothes. Normally I try to pack as light as possible when it comes to clothing, but this time I really wish that I would have taken more particular pieces, especially bottoms. One thing to keep in mind when you're going to a tropical place is that there's going to be really strong AC in a lot of places, and it also might get breezier at night. So there's this cute pair of linen black pants that I have that have like an inner lining, and so they're a little bit thicker. So I ended up not taking them because I thought that I was going to be too hot. And then in Punta Cana, there was this crazy breeze at nighttime, and I felt so silly for not having them. There are also a couple of skirts and one pair of shorts that I wish I would have purchased to be able to take. So 2 things that I wish I would have packed more of are sunblock, body sunblock specifically, and clothes. And now 3 regrets, 3 things that I feel like I kind of just flopped on and I really wish I would have had. The first one is a little bit extra, and it is actually a foldable. Hello, it's me of the future. Consider me like your fairy godmother of packing. So I'm here because as I was editing the video, I realized that I actually wish I would have taken some different items. So we're going to talk about those instead. First up, this one's actually the same. We are going to be talking about why you need to take branch basics with you. Brenda and I are super intentional with the chemicals that we bring into our home. So basically all of our laundry, cleaning, and like hand soaps are all from branch basics, and we super, super love them. I'm just going to be very honest with you. If you are going to Latin America or any city that maybe doesn't have all the amenities in the world, there's a very, very high likelihood that you are going to encounter a bathroom that does not have soap. And if that is the case, you are going to want to be prepared, and you're going to want to be able to whip out your amazing little mini Branch Basics hand soap so that you have soap available. In their little travel kit, it also comes with a mini concentrate, and it also comes with a mini all-purpose spray. With the all-purpose spray, not only can you like spray your Airbnb, your phone, all of those things, but you can also spray down your area on the airplane. You know how they say that they clean things, but then when you take down the little table, there's all these like crumbs and marks and like gross stuff that you don't know how many flights they've been there? Yeah, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna use your little all-purpose spray to wipe that off with a little napkin that you bring with you. Another thing that you're going to want to take from Branch Basics, which I super regret not taking, is their laundry detergent. We absolutely love their laundry detergent, and I really, really wanted to take a little Ziploc baggie with it, and I didn't because I was kind of embarrassed and I felt a little bit extra. And then we got there, and I felt even more embarrassed and a little bit extra because all of the laundry detergent was a conventional laundry detergent, and I'm just not used to my clothes smelling like chemicals and Tide Pods anymore. And so I felt like a little brat not wanting to wash my clothes without Branch Basics. but I didn't have another option. So next time I will be taking my little baggie filled with my laundry detergent so that I don't encounter that issue anymore. And because you watch this video, you will not be making those mistakes and you will be purchasing their travel pack and their laundry detergent to take with you. One other thing that I would like to note is the fact that I regretted not having this brand basics kit with me so bad that as soon as we got home, I purchased it so that we have it for whatever trip we go on, whether or not it's spontaneous. Yeah, girl's good to go. Another thing that I had almost forgotten about that I desperately multiple times had wished that I would have taken with me was actually just like a little fanny pack or a little day bag that we could carry with us when we were at the all-inclusive resort. I had not taken anything. And if it was not for my boyfriend's mom giving us like little goodie bags that had a bag in there, we wouldn't have had anywhere to put like my lip balm, our phones, our sunblock, all of these things that we wanted to carry with us, but I didn't want to take my actual purse for. We would not have had a bag for those. So make sure that you take like a little light tote or something so that you can carry your day-to-day belongings with you. And finally, one other thing that I really wanted to have while we were there was one of those really cute little tropical bandanas. Not only are they really fun that you can technically wear them as like a shirt or like a little necktie. You see this scalp right here? You see it? It sizzles in the sun. And I did take a lot of hats, as we mentioned, but sometimes I want to have my scalp protected, but I just didn't feel like wearing a hat. And there were multiple days where I really wish I would have had that. It would have looked really cute. It would have fit the little tropical vibe. And it also would have protected my head. I actually don't know how to put these on, which is, I think, a really big reason why I didn't take one. But I did buy this in Panama so that on the next trip, it's ready to go. And it has this really, really gorgeous toucan design, which just makes me so happy. Like the colors are vibrant. Look how pretty. I'm obsessed. So those are 3 items that I wish I would have taken. 2 other items that I had originally talked about, but that for me, it's like a very, very extra. And I'm just gonna sprinkle them in as little bonuses. A foldable yoga mat. I get super stiff when I travel. There were so many days where I wanted to stretch, but I didn't want to stretch on the floor. And so I really wish I would have had a lightweight or foldable yoga mat so I could have done that. And finally, another thing that would have been really nice to have, and we may or may not take them next time, Symbiotica, liposomal, vitamin C, and glutathione packets. I did end up getting sick right when we got back, and it lasted for like a week to a week and a half. When you're traveling, you're just exposed to a lot of germs. You're not sleeping well. You're not moving as much. You're not hydrating as much. Like your immune system's just really thrown off. And so I wish that we would have had those to support our systems a little bit better, but I wish I would have had those other items more. All right, fairy godmother out. So there you go. That was my one thing that I did really great at packing, 2 things that I wish I would have taken more of, and 3 things that I wish I would have taken in general. Do you have any non-toxic packing essentials? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to watch me put 3 different Solar sun care sunblocks to the test, go ahead and watch this video.